So guys, out of here, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today, bringing you another theme team update for the Bears theme team. Also, after going through the stats, there's going to be a little bit of a gameplay at the end. I just recorded a whole game against my buddy. You can see me, has some good points, but also had some bad points. Definitely, I don't know what didn't have my glasses on that game, but it's okay. We threw a couple picks, but yeah, see how it ends. Yeah, so just some gameplay I wanted to throw up, but these cards came out a couple days ago, and just been busy, so I wanted to get it out today. Our first upgrade was to Nate Davis at right guard. Got an 85 overall. Ultimate kickoff player. Of course, gets Bears chemistry and Titans, and you can use his other one. Doesn't get anything. I mean, these are free, as in they don't cost you training, but it's just like any other lineman, and they're all 1 AP, so nothing crazy there. Ability-wise, it's an offensive lineman. I kind of care about offensive linemen, especially when it comes to run blocking, but I know a lot of people don't. But 88 strength, 81 run block, 82 pass block. Pretty good power for both of them. 86 pass block power and 85 run block power for being only an 85 card. But yeah, it's a lineman. Nice little upgrade. Kind of needed it. We really just need a upgrade at center to get a all elite offensive line. So on defense, the big one that came out though was LTD, Tremaine Edmunds. So this card has been nice for me. I've liked using it in a couple games. These cards will be in the gameplay as well. That comes right after this, but it gets Bills and Bears chemistry. That same X factors like everyone else. Same what's it called? Abilities in slot 1, but his ability slot 2, he does get secure tackler, unfakeable, reach elite, adrenaline rush, demoralizer, run stopper, BOGO, extra credit, crusher, lumberjack, outmatched, and deflator. Now I was thinking about doing crasher because it gives more fatigue on hit sticks. What was the other one? Run stopper wouldn't be bad. Shred attempts are free on run plays. Hopefully that helps him. But let me know what I should use on him. He is going to be a middle linebacker for me. Unfakeable I thought about as well. But if I'm using him, I don't know if unfakeable helps with that or not. But yeah, here's the stats. 86 speed, which isn't as high. That's with the 2 boost from the Bears theme team. 87 acceleration, 76 strength, which I thought was really low for whatever reason. 88 tackle, 86 play rec, 86 block shed, 86 power move, 80 zone, which actually isn't bad. He can actually play a little zone for you without using him. 6'5", so he's tall, which is really nice. Jumping 83, which isn't bad. Change of direction 86 which I think is amazing. Anybody with higher change of direction just feels a little bit better in game. Let's see. What's this catch? Carries 38. That's kind of funny. Where can I find it? Catching traffic is 40. That's, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm using him and Teo as my middle linebackers. Teo will be my user, so him having 80 zone is pretty nice because he'll be on his own a lot. I user Teo because of Lurker. But yeah, those are the 2 upgrades to the Bears theme team. Hopefully you guys were able to pick these guys up. Oh, for real quick, I downgraded Barry to 85 because I wanted to get Rondé Barber up on the Bears theme team as well. So he's an 85, playing up to an 86. Here's the stats. I'll just let you guys look through him. 86 speed, which is pretty nice. 87 zone, 84 man. Yeah, there's his stats. I'm working towards getting the next couple upgrades, so I'll just upgrade Barry and Barber up to 87 whenever I can. So yeah, hope you guys were able to pick up the new cards and enjoy the gameplay. Peace.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Cairo Dos Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ramondre Stevenson, 77 yards. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start with the option. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tremaine. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bears! Robert Tonyan, 64 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get this across midfield, but still well short of first as he's dropped at the 46. No more to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Young to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Young. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They geared up and took the deep shot down the field. Turn around. It one-on-one coverage. After the defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete. Fourth down, Young. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before they hit it. You just try and get an extra yard or two.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here is Young. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Young off the play fake. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Now he's free at the 35, and he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the option. 41 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. TD. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clip from behind, block someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown Bears. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead in intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Corey Blasingame taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Young on third down. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields. Flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Good catch, an excellent creation of a big play downfield, and I can guarantee you this, that's now to play this defense is practice against in the days leading up to this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, but we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now Young. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on second down is Young. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Young now from the 50, sliding out of the pocket. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. The coverage was good downfield. They get right to the receiver and help prevent that completion.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Stevenson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, Young from the gun. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw on 4th. He's going to get the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Fields now on second down. Steps away to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Pick it up. You're set, ready.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And Young's going to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they go with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Now Young. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith-Marset. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Here's Fields. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Herbert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Here now, second and goal.
Let's play like a team. West right there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
To throw is Fields. throw here is going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. All eyes on Fields. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is